It's recording, I believe. I'm kind of been a while since I made any videos, but I'm using Windows Movie Maker to go ahead and do it. I'm making a response video, Sean, to your whole chill out, apostate, chill out time thing. Yeah, I actually shared it on my group, the group I'm moderating on the real understanding for ex-Jehovah's Witnesses with PTSD and depression. I'm like the only atheist on the mod team, which has been interesting. Um, for most part, it's been good. There's been no real issues. You know how people can be, but they're good about it. No preaching. This is about mentally healing, emotionally healing, and not pushing religion and trying to get people to change or go to another religion, because they get that it's like being in a relationship. When people come out of the organization, they're not in any place to be in, pushed off, into another relationship. They need to heal from the one they were in before. Your video, I'm sitting outside with my husband, and I'm gonna add something to this video that was a video I took earlier in response to some responses to the video that I posted that you made, this video that you made. And when I posted it, I got some interesting responses, one of which was some people were turned off by the tattoos, and I'm like, really? Let's judge? Not, But I've been that person, I always have been, when I'm trying to be like, it doesn't matter what's out here. It doesn't matter how a person appears to you. It's what is right here and what comes out of here that matters. Basically, that's how I've always been, always will be. I agreed with a lot about what your video said. I posted it in that forum. I posted it with the title, a lot of what he says is true, real, hear him out. That's basically what I said. Because there is one thing I disagree with in the entire video. Only one. There's only one thing I disagree with. Uno. It's not just all bullshit. I mean, there's a lot of liars. The world is full of people who will only interact with you for what they can get from you. That's the reality, it's truth. I mean, that's not part and partial only to the organization. We all know that. But truth is, there is good. There's truth, and there are kind people. So it's not all just shit. It's not all just bullshit out here. So, but in posting your video, I did it for two reasons. One, because there was a lot of truth in it. When you first come out of the organization, you shouldn't go gung-ho on destroying the organization. You have been destroyed. You are in these little itty-bitty fucking pieces. Okay, and this is partially a response video to you and partially a video response to everybody on that page. You're in all these little itty-bitty pieces. Like a little puzzle that's been scattered and all over the floor. And now it is not necessarily the time to go all necessarily kill the Watchtower activist. Now is the time to go activist. This is how that I have been shattered. Tell your story. Scream your story. Sing your story from the top of the mountains. Don't necessarily go on an all-out frontal attack on the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society. Go in the back door. Hi, my name's Emmy. I was sexually abused by an elder and an uncle through marriage as a child. When I brought this to my family, I was told that we have to protect Jehovah's organization. Yeah. That's what you do. That's what I had to do. That's what I did. And I did do a little bit of, the organization. But once I saw that some of the early YouTubers, propaganda techniques, Dustin, Virgil, hammering, were going full on, Captain, time to declare war and march up to the Watchtower headquarters, and I realized at that point that it wasn't going to do anything but create zealots and cause probably a little bit more collateral damage than would be needed. that people would need healing as well. And that's when I came up with the idea of the White Rabbit. That's when I decided, you know, maybe I wanted to be a different kind of person in that movement. So in the beginning, or even all the way through, people come out, they aren't going to want to see, yes sir, that's not what a lot of people are going to need. Some people, maybe that's what they need to heal. They need to strike out and lash out. And okay, if that's what some people are going to be needing in the end, it's not really going to do them any good. It's going to do more harm than anything, not just for themselves, but for their families. Their families aren't going to respond well to that. Shunning will be deeper, harder, and more damaging. So, you know, heal first. Learn, study, find out exactly how deep the rabbit hole goes, how far the deception goes. And then later on you can come back calmer, fresher, stronger, healed you. And maybe do a calmer, more straightforward, focused beam, focused laser beam activism. And not do any more harm. But I'm going to go ahead and interrupt this for the video that I posted after some of the comments on your video.
JW is depressed or has anxiety or PTSD. I would say almost everybody.
Andy said also
profile, they're like, yeah,
people,
I need this group. You know, I'm suffering from this and that.
after they leave the Jehovah Witness, they go on the right. It's simple.
You know,
people just do that because if they want.
Yeah. I have to tell you, joining this group has done something very good for me. This is one of them. He's experienced a loss in my husband, in my in
I get
the
now,
whole.
I start to get now what he means everything.
He's starting to understand now. His first awakening with the Jehovah's Witnesses was in the loss of the friendship with my father. He grew a little close to my dad. His father and his mother he lost them when he was young.
We have the Jehovah's there, but I think it's not.
I want to tell you a story.
It's not too much.
And I'm sure a lot of
It's different in Europe. America's freedom of religion.
The same is there. Jehovah's is kind of wide
clans, like these big families.
Wide religion, because I have some, and some people is afraid and they wide it.
They're hiding. Yeah, it's different over there. They wouldn't tolerate the kind of things that go on in America over there. He's watching more. He's understanding more. He's learning more. He's understanding my fight and my plight more. My first husband, he didn't care. He wouldn't have done what this one is doing. So this group and what I'm doing and in all the videos I'm making and the comments I'm giving and the videos he's now watching in this group has kind of brought him and I a little bit closer, and he's understanding me just a little bit more. David, I'm going to make a video concerning...
Thank you for David, because I have seen all his movies though.
Thank you, David. He's seen all your videos. Thank you, he says. It's helping him see a little bit more the effect. Where I was back in the day, before I healed, before all my pieces and all the threads that I used to sew them together, stuck those pieces together and they healed some.
This is a huge trap.
It is a huge trap.
No, because... Why you do that?
Why I do that? Because it's important. Every view, every side, every ideal, and everything that can be said and shown about what the society is, including Sean. You're sexy. You're a sexy bitch and you know it.
Because... Please.
I won't do it anymore. Every view, including Sean. And I posted that one video, and before I make the actual one, I'm going to say, I posted that video because I spoke about color schemes in an earlier post, about being able to stop and enjoy all the color schemes in the world and in our species as humans. Every one of them, even if we do not necessarily like the scheme. The tattoos, that's an instant put off for a lot of people. But it doesn't matter what's on the skin, black, white, tattooed, not tattooed, leather, whips and chains, it doesn't matter. Here, and what comes out of here, that matters. That's what matters. And the message in his video wasn't about not speaking out. It was about how to speak out, what levels to speak out, and when to amp it up. And to start with you. Heal yourself. And not necessarily not to speak out in the beginning, but in the beginning to just speak out concerning you, your pain, your healing, getting out what it is that's hurting you and your plight so you can heal. And then once you're healed, you will be strong enough to kick the Watchtower's ass. That's what I had to do. And I'll post more of my older videos to kind of show that, I think. I will. But yeah, he was both right and wrong in some of the things he said in that video. Absolutely. There is a lot of truth. It's not all bullshit out here, and I say that over and over again. That's one way Sean and I have always disagreed. But that's okay.
I ain't together but I like.
Keep my hands off the thing. I know it's a clickety click. So yeah, I do disagree only in that way about your video, Sean. There is not all bullshit out here. I find a lot of truth in people. Love and acceptance. I have. And it's been pretty cool. So that's the only way I disagree. I feel a lot of videos coming on for me right now because I feel in a calmer, stronger, and more empowered place than I have since before my first marriage. I'm married now. Yeah, I married that man. I did. It's a good thing. He's a little younger than me, but that's okay. He's got an amazing, amazing heart. Huge heart. So there is no expiration date on speaking out, and there's no rule that says you can't start at any time. The only guidelines there are the guidelines that your emotions, your mental stability will allow you. And I'm serious, really think about it, because I know that for me, my dagger in my first marriage's heart was my over-involvement in all of this. And not because I was over-involved, but because I put so much focus on my activism that my husband drew away. Because he was religious and I was attacking religion. It's a little different now. My husband understands. He's checking more and more into it, and he understands. He gets it. And also, I'm not burying myself in it. It's not my main focus. I have a lot of things I'm doing. I'm writing the book. That book was finished, but now I found myself adding things, more going into it. So the book is about done. My Yellow Brick Road, look for it. It's going to be there. So it's good to see you, Sean. Hi. And I'm kind of here and I'm kind of back. I'm going to be making more videos, but they're going to be different from all of the other ones I've ever made. I'm calmer now. I'm better now. I'm healed. Kind of scratching at the scars, though. But that's okay. You will forever. It'll never completely go away. You'll be more at peace. You'll be more reserved and more resigned in life and the way things are. But you will always and forever be combating things in your personality, in your mind, and in your thinking. It just, they lessen in frequency. They lessen in severity. And you're quicker to catch it, stamp it out, and get on with your life. That's just the way it'll be. That's it. May you always walk in light and love. Blessed be.